Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum, Adwar. Today I'm talking with Maya about the word. Okay.
Hiya.
Maya, give a little introduction of yourself.
Um, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
Give a little introduction of yourself.
I'm Maya. I'm kind of the bright, warm, creative spark of the group, and I'm always here to think through big ideas with you.
Um,
Since we've been chatting for not sure about what.
I have a few questions about the word okay.
Shoot, what's on your mind about Oki?
What does the word okay actually mean?
Well, it's essentially a playful, softer version of Oki. It's one of those words that doesn't really have a dictionary definition because it's more about the tone. Using oki instead of okipas, like adding a little verbal smile to the end of a sentence, making it feel more casual and friendly.
Who first used the word okay?
Wait, we're actually diving into the deep lore of oki again. Most folks point to the Boston Morning Post in 1839. It was basically a joke that went viral. People back then loved slang abbreviations, and they'd write things like "I'll key" for "I'll correct" just to be funny. It's wild that a 19th century typo became the most spoken word on the planet.
How did the spelling okay develop?
Kidwell? I'm not familiar with that one, but it sounds like it might be part of the OK rabbit hole. I tried to dig up some info on a Kidwell spelling, but came up empty. Where are you
How,
seeing that name?
how did the spelling okay develop?
So it really did start as a big linguistic joke. In the 1830s, there was this trend in Boston where people intentionally misspelled words for fun, almost like the early 19th century version of internet slang. One of those intentional mistakes was all correct, which got shortened to okay. It sounded funny, it was catchy, and it eventually outlasted every other slang term of the time.
Which theory about the origin of okay is considered the most credible?
The all correct theory is definitely the one historians stand behind most.
What
That
role?
Boston Morning, I was just saying that the all correct theory is the one historians actually trust. It's the only one that really has a paper trail to back it up, unlike some of the other wild guesses people have made.
How did okay spread across America?
Let me check how that spread. It was a
How?
total perf- it was a total perfect storm. First, it spread through newspapers, but then Martin Van Buren actually used it in his 1840 presidential campaign. His supporters formed OK clubs, and OK stood for Old Kinderhook, which was Van Buren's nickname. Even though he lost the election, the term stuck. Then the telegraph came along, and OK became the go to way to confirm a message was received. Just think, we've been calling things okay for almost 2 centuries.
Did okay always mean yes?
Not really. It started more as a way to signal that everything was in order or all correct.
Uh,
Over time, it just evolved into the general yes or I agree that we use today.
why can the same word okay have different meanings?
It's all about the delivery. Language is kind of a shapeshifter. Depending on the tone, okay can be anything from enthusiastic agreement to a passive aggressive way of ending a conversation. It's like a linguistic Swiss army knife that we've all just collectively agreed to use for
Why?
everything.
Why can okay you sometimes sound cold or serious?
It's mostly about what you're not saying. A friendly okay is an invitation, but a flat, one word okay without any other fluff is usually a signal that the conversation is over. It's like the verbal equivalent of a period at the end of a sentence, whereas a softer version like okay feels more like an ellipsis, keeping the door open.
Why,
Wait, did you just...
why it
My bad,
common in online conversation?
because you can't hear a person's voice through a screen. Online, we lose all the audio cues. So a simple okay can feel way more abrupt than it does in person.